First at 4, former East Cleveland Police Chief Kenneth Lundy has been indicted on more than 24 charges.
Now, you'll remember we've covered this extensively. He was fired in July after being accused of having a relationship with a witness in a murder case that he was actually investigating. It's a messy case that our Aria Janelle is working to unravel.
Lundy is facing 31 counts for crimes he's accused of committing while he was a detective for East Cleveland. These accusations dating back to 2016. 42-year-old Kenneth Lundy had your trust, and according to the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office, he may have abused it. At the time of Lundy's firing in 2025, Lateek Shabazz was mayor. He spoke to 19 after letting Lundy go, saying in a termination letter that he didn't have the qualifications to be the acting chief.
We want the people to know that you ain't got to worry about the police. The police is here to protect you, not to harass you.
According to a press release Thursday from the prosecutor's office, Lundy may have been responsible for wrongfully putting someone behind bars around 2017. The prosecutor's office accusing Lundy of having an intimate relationship with a witness in a homicide investigation. The office claims Lundy pressured, intimidated, and financially manipulated the witness. They say she then changed her statement and testified in the trial, leading to the suspect being wrongfully convicted.
I only think about the family that the victim must feel now.
That conviction was eventually reversed, but according to the press release, prosecutors are accusing Lundy of more crimes. The state of Ohio believes in 2016, Lundy dropped all minor drug charges in a case in exchange for a Chevy Tahoe worth $50,000. He's also being accused of falsifying case records and taking out funds for investigations and instead pocketing the money for himself. 19 News reached out to current East Cleveland Mayor Sandra Morgan. The city's law director sent us this statement, saying in part, quote, "These are very serious charges, and while Mr. Lundy is innocent until proven guilty, it is significant that a grand jury found probable cause to believe these crimes were committed." The city also says they're doing their best to reform the police department and will not tolerate any actions like the ones listed in this indictment. For 19 News, I'm Aria Janelle.